Okay, you guys, I'm outside of my hotel and I wanted to do a video for you guys really quick before we go into the weekend. I'm not gonna lie, I had a margarita because it's been a rough week. I'm fighting like hell, and I know you probably all have been through something like this, but this has just been really rough on me. I'm so wrecked. I can't get anywhere. It's like walking through molasses. Do you ever have those days? Anyway, I have so many shows I'm proud of this weekend. Hopefully I didn't make too many edit mistakes because you guys know I do everything on my shows now. So I hope you love them because I spent so much time on them in between my disaster relief with my house. And I'm totally been abandoned by my insurance and the people who did this to me. It's beyond disbelief. Like, it could seriously be an after school special. People my age know what that is. Okay. All right. So I wanted to play you this sound bite that Emily Simpson said about Shannon, and I had some comments I wanted to make about it, so I thought you wouldn't mind if I did this video out here. My son's taking a test right now in his room, so we're sharing a room too. It's a lot. But I wanted to play and talk to you about this a little bit, and also do a touch base, because I know I've been quiet the last 2 days. Believe me, it's just because I've been fighting. So as you can see, that's the noise in the background. Hopefully I can minimize it a little bit. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so this was 3 days ago that Bravo dropped this.
Where do you and Shannon stand right now?
You know, I think that's a very interesting question. And I think about this a lot because if anyone asks me where I stand with anyone else on the cast, I can give a definitive answer. Ask me where I am with Heather. I'll say, oh, well, we argued, but we're fine. We chat. We've gone to lunch. We talk all the time. We're good. Gina and I are tight. I talk to Tamara almost every day. But when it comes to Shannon, I feel like my friendship with her has always been somewhat of an enigma where I don't really know where we stand. I would say I always have the desire to be friends and to make things work with her. But I think she's difficult to be friends with. Like last year when we were filming, I thought Shannon and I were really tight. I mean, we had a little ups and downs, but we got over it quickly. But then when production ended and they were doing all their Tres Amigas shows, like Tamara called me and said, I can't invite you to the show because Shannon does not want you there. Like, you are banned. She doesn't want you anywhere around. She says bad things about you. So then I'm like, but I thought we were friends. So I'm always questioning, are we friends or are we not friends?
I love that Tamara off-season during too.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Ooh, I bet you do,
Right.
Alex. Okay. Sorry. He's such a dork. Anyway. Oh, I love that Tamara's still shaking stuff up off camera. Okay, well, anyway, and obviously triggering for me after one margarita. What I was going to tell you guys is that Shannon does not like Emily, that's for sure. So, you know, and that's for good reason, because remember, Tamara chose to bring Emily Simpson on her show, or her network, I should say now, with Teddy Mellencamp on iHeartRadio. And she chose to do collabs with Emily Simpson and also with Teddy Mellencamp, but didn't want to do them with Vicki Gunvalson and Shannon Beador. So there was a point of contention about Emily and the group and who was yanking Tamara in what direction. So it makes sense to me that Shannon does not like Emily because Emily is sort of in the way. And also, Emily, I've been told, and also my experience has been, is kind of a jerk, honestly, isn't very nice. She pretends to be very professional and nice and logical and reasonable, but she's really not that nice. So she made fun of me out of the blue for no reason with Gina on her social media one day. I don't know, maybe to get her self-clout. Can I tell you? I mean, I don't know why else. I didn't talk about her. I hadn't actually even gossiped about her, which was weird. And then some people told me that, you know, they were friends with her and she betrayed them. Like, she seemed like she was a really good friend, but then she turned out to be just so full of crap. Like, only on the surface was she a good friend. So I don't blame Shannon for being wary of her. Now, Shannon, with all of her faults, and she's got her own, I wouldn't trust Emily with a 10-foot pole. 20-foot pole? It's been a big margarita.
But I really wanted to go. I thought it would be fun, but like I was literally banned. Like
It's
I had
just-
a restraining order against her.
It's so
Well,
funny.
you could have gone, and that might have been interesting.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I should have just gone and sat in the front row.
I just love. I'm going to be really honest with you. She
Passive
doesn't want you here.
aggressive.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's so good to me.
Yeah.
So-
Alex wants to be a
Well,
housewife
and then have
so
you?
bad.
So you saw Shannon obviously at BravoCon. So
Yeah.
this is post arrest.
Right.
You saw her at BravoCon,
Uh-huh.
and then there was the awkward
Post
group
arrest.
dinner.
Nice,
That was
Alex.
very
You guys
awkward.
are right.
It was
Yeah.
very. It was
Talk a
not-
little bit about
Wait,
that.
which
Alex
group
is
dinner?
being
The
passive aggressive
Christmas-
because
when we
Shannon's
went to
collabing
Joey's.
with Jeff
Oh,
Lewis.
okay.
Yeah, it was awkward.
So
Yeah.
all the ladies got together, and what
Yeah.
happened?
Well, first of all, you have to give Heather credit for always trying to bring everyone together. I love that she always does that. No matter where we're at, no matter who doesn't like who, she will just extend the invitation to everyone. I didn't even know if Shannon was going to show up because she never responds on the group text. She's the only one that like literally will not reply on a group text. I think she texted Heather separately and said
'Cause she doesn't
first,
wanna
I
be,
think she
like,
said she couldn't go
used
because
on
she was
the
moving
show.
or something. And then I think she realized that it probably wasn't a good
She had to
idea
go.
that
Yeah.
she had to go because everybody else was going. So we get there and it's Tamara, Heather, or Tamara, me and Tamara next to each other, and then Heather and Gina next to each other. And then Shannon shows up late and she's seated right next to Gina, which is awkward. I was just laughing the whole night because I was across from both of them and they're just sitting next to each other and they're not talking
See,
to each
people
other.
think we produce it. This is what
No,
happens.
I mean, it was really
Okay,
awkward.
yeah, you did
And then
produce
Jen
it.
shows up late, which
This
I don't
was not,
understand,
like,
but she showed up late and she
typical.
sits at the end of the table with Taylor. But yeah, I felt like there was just a lot of conversation between Heather, Tamara, Gina, and me. And then the other end of the table, it was kind of awkward.
Oh my God,
So
how Mean
funny.
Girls
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
this?
People always ask me,
Right.
like, if
Oh,
I run
she
into
was
someone
all
in
by
public
herself
and they say,
with no
oh,
one
is
to
it
talk to.
scripted? Is
Ha,
it
ha,
real?
ha.
I'm like, yeah, those ladies are crazy. It really is like that.
It's so,
Yeah.
so
I'm
gonna
funny.
drag
It's the
Emily
number one
till-
question.
Yeah.
The
Like,
sun
we can't
comes
make
home.
it.
The cows
No,
come
yeah,
home.
yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, and so everyone brought gifts,
Little kids
except I
bring-
didn't bring a gift and Gina didn't bring a gift. So I was like, I'll pay for dinner. So Gina and I, we went and found the waiter and paid for dinner for everyone. So then Shannon was like, oh, thanks a lot. You paid for dinner because she didn't bring a gift either. So she's like, I'm the only person that didn't bring a gift. And I'm like, that's on you, lady.
It's your
Oh my
fault.
God,
Yeah.
she's like a nightmare,
could've-
this girl.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so
Okay,
funny.
Emily
What's it
Simpson
like,
lovers,
Shane,
you better write
with
in the
other
comments why I should like
husbands?
Emily,
Is there
'cause
like
I'm
a little
really
bit of a
struggling with
fraternity
her.
almost where you guys appreciate the fact that, you know, you're on this journey with the women?
I think,
Okay, I'm
like,
not gonna do this part.
like
It's
when we're all
boring.
filming together,
Yeah.
I think the guys, I mean, I don't want to speak for them.
I just want to point out that Emily's entire interview was about Shannon because Emily's not interesting enough to have an interview about her. I mean, Shannon probably struggles to actually talk to these women in real life. That's the truth. Just saying. I mean, she's like, I wouldn't normally be friends with these people. That's the challenge of being on the show for sure. And she's been dealing with a lot. Talk about insensitive. Like, Shannon's made a lot of mistakes. And if anything, she needs a friend to be supportive right now. And that's not Emily, right? She's being like, oh yeah, kick her while she's down. Now, she wasn't invited to the show probably because Shannon didn't want to, like, share the spotlight with her, honestly, too. Like, it's, you know, especially if she doesn't like her. She doesn't want to help her. That's for sure. And Tamara's all behind this. She's trying to do a storyline for next season. Everything Tamara does is for the show. Don't kid yourself. Which is why Shannon doesn't do things on public text, because she's probably trying to actually really hang out versus, you know, whatever, do a story for everybody. You know, it's tiring when you've been on the show as long as she has consecutively. Alex's shit-eating grin is going to really haunt me tonight. I'm not going to lie. He's such... I love that he's doing things in the public eye now because I can just drag him all I want and be okay with it. See, look at his shit-eating grin. Look at that. All right, that's all you're getting out of me for tonight. So like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And share the video. Why not? I like this one. Let's share it.